Xbox just dropped some of the most shocking news we've seen in the industry for a very long time. This evolves around 343 Industries, the leadership in place, and just how successful Halo Infinite and all the Halos have been for the last several years. Let's get into Bonnie Ross leaving Halo Infinite. Let's get into a bunch of changes that are happening within the industry, and let's get into how 343 Industries is changing up the management like crazy. There's a lot to talk about here, so let's get into everything that's being said. Alright, so you know the drill. If you like the content, hit that subscribe button and that like button. And if you want to be notified on future videos, hit that small little bell icon. And if you want to go that extra mile to support the channel, hit that join button. All the support is greatly appreciated. Alright, so we all know what's going on at 343 Industries. We all know that Halo Infinite released late last year in December and in November with the multiplayer, yet it was reviewed very well. The game did launch very successfully. The multiplayer was going on like crazy. It was popular. It was at the top played on Steam, it was at the top played on Xbox, and it's still one of the top 20 games played on Xbox currently. Yet overall, as time went on and everybody played the campaign and we saw all the delays to the seasons, we saw all the delays to maps and all the features that were promised to us as gamers, people started to bag on what 343 Industries was doing with the franchise. And a lot of people were looking at one person in particular, which is Bonnie Ross, who is now leaving 343 Industries and Xbox altogether after 15 years of being at the company. Now, I have to say, this is very shocking. She is leaving, I do want to say, for a medical emergency with her family. So I do want to hope great health to her and her family, and I wish everything is going well. But in this video, I want to keep her personal life out of this, and I just want to talk about 343 Industries because I want to give her that privacy. She deserves it. Her family deserves it. So I'm not going to go into her private life or anything like that. I just don't think that's great. So let's get into 343 Industries and what this means for Xbox overall. Let's get into the article and see what it says. What you need to know. Bonnie Ross has led 343 Industries and the Halo franchise at Microsoft for 15 years, having worked for the company for the past 27 in and around Xbox. Halo is a sci-fi franchise set in a distant future where humanity battles for survival against various alien factions. Halo Infinite launched to critical acclaim, but Microsoft is restructuring 343 Industries' leadership to better position the game for the future of its live service. Industry and Microsoft veteran Bonnie Ross is announcing her retirement today with an intent to focus on family as 343 Industries moves to restructure its leadership roles. Bonnie Ross worked within Microsoft's games business for the past part of 3 decades, working on franchises like Gears of War, Alan Wake, and even third-party publishing deals on titles like Jet Empire and Mass Effect. Most famously, she took the reins at 343 Industries after pitching her vision for Halo against a Microsoft corporate climate that felt as though the franchise was in decline. Both before and after the creation of 343 Industries, Ross and her team collaborated to ship several acclaimed Halo products, including Halo 3 ODST, Halo Reach, Halo Anniversary, Halo Spartan Assault/Strike, and Halo Wars 2. Alright, so here's what they had to say directly. This is Microsoft talking and Bonnie Ross. After more than 28 years in gaming at Microsoft, including 15 years leading at 343 Industries and Halo through its most ambitious steps forward, Bonnie Ross will be leaving Microsoft and spending more time with her family. We are thankful for her leadership of 343, during which the team launched Halo 4, Halo 5, Halo Master Chief Collection, the Halo TV series, and Halo Infinite. We wish her all the best. Head of production Pierre Hintz will become studio head effective immediately. The 343 team is hard at work shipping the winter update, the biggest Halo Infinite update since launch. Okay, so I want to break all of this down because I do think that Bonnie Ross is getting a lot of flack for things that she can't control or things that she shouldn't be blamed for. I do have to admit that Microsoft did want to get rid of Halo. They were ready to just walk away from it once Bungie was done with it. And so Bonnie Ross was one of the only people within Microsoft that fought to keep it within Microsoft and keep it exclusive to the Xbox platform. And I have to give her credit for that because Xbox and Microsoft for a very long time did not see that much value within gaming and within Xbox. We have to remember, she was leading this team and leading one of the biggest franchises in dropping AAA games when Microsoft was cutting funding to Xbox, didn't know if they want to even be around in the gaming platform, and with all that, she still was able to launch some of the most highly rated games of the generation and bring out some of the most fun games out with Halo. Now, I know a lot of people want to give her a lot of flack and say, woohoo, woohoo, she's gone. But overall, I don't see it that way. I see it as losing a pretty good person that was running a massive studio, and a massive studio that ran one of the biggest franchises in all of gaming, and she expanded it. She brought more games out. Halo Wars 2 is still one of my favorite games, and I gotta say, it was a very highly rated game with a great story that they brought into Halo Infinite. She really did just not only make the games, she made the show, she made books, she made RTS games, and she made twin-stick shooter games. She expanded the franchise into something that nobody saw coming. And I got to give her credit for that. She led all those things, and so I'm going to give her a round of applause for that. Good job. You did a good thing with Halo, and I know that Halo Infinite right now is in dire straits, but I'm not going to put all the blame on her. I'm going to put it on every single management within Microsoft, because I want to go into what's happening now with 343 Industries. Because let's be real, all these new positions that are opening, Bonnie Ross was leading every single one of those positions by herself. So I want to get into exactly what I'm talking about. Here's what's happening now with the franchise and what's happening with 343. Studio veteran and production lead Pierre Hintz will become studio head of 343 Industries effective immediately, leading the studio's ongoing development of Halo Infinite and the Master Chief Collection, as well as future games. The senior leadership team will expand with new roles, including Brian Koski, who will become GM of franchise, and Elizabeth Van Week, who will oversee business and operation. Bonnie Ross noted on her Twitter feed that she'd hoped to stay with 343 Industries to complete the update launch, but a family medical issue has brought forward her plans. So that sucks to hear, but I want to concentrate on these three people. Now, Pierre Hintz has been going around for a while. He has like over 20 years experience of launching games, and him jumping in to basically lead the studio is pretty big. But he's not leading it like Bonnie Ross did. He's only going to be concentrating on the game and the development of the games and the games as a service. So yeah, he's only going to be able to concentrate on the games, something that Bonnie Ross couldn't do. Now let's move over to senior leadership, which is Brian Koski, who will be the GM of the franchise. You got to understand, he's going to be looking over everything else. He's going to be talking about the franchise, where it could go, Netflix series or Paramount series, whatever it is, and not to mention books and all that. He's going to be able to expand the franchise. Again, something that Bonnie Ross did on her own. Now we're going over to Elizabeth Van Week, who's going to oversee all business operations. Basically, she's going to be look over business operations of 343 Industries, make sure the budget's there, make sure everything is there for the people to do their jobs. That's what kind of her job is going to be. Again, something that Bonnie Ross did on her own. So I'm not going to go over there and start going with pitchforks saying that Bonnie Ross should be let go or Bonnie Ross is leaving, woohoo, Halo is saved. No, because she was doing the job of multiple people, obviously, and she was running this stuff like crazy. We have to admit, 343 Industries has dropped Halo games. I hate to say that, but think about it for a while. Everybody makes fun of Xbox because it's Halo, Gears, and Forza. Well, Halo is one of the most premier games out there. It's one of the best first-person shooters out there, and it just feels great. Yes, I understand there's not a lot of content out there. Yes, I understand that they really botched the multiplayer for Halo Infinite. But overall, it still launched to critical acclaim, it still made a crap ton of money, and 343 Industries just needs to reshape what it's doing. Now, do I think that new leadership and new blood is good for 343? Yes. I think that it's good to kind of give something else to the franchise. Put something new up there. Who knows? Maybe these three people, maybe Pierre, maybe somebody else out there has a different idea of what Halo can be, and they bring out the next big Halo franchise that we've never seen coming. Maybe it's an RTS, maybe it's a first-person shooter, maybe it's a third-person shooter. Who knows? Overall, 343 Industries has a lot of talent there. You can see that from the gameplay, but they just need to hone it in. They need to bring it together. They need to bring franchise together, because right now, Halo Infinite is stagnant. The support that they've been getting, the games as a service, and every content drop they had has been very lackluster, and it's not going to stop for the next 10 months. I mean, Halo just seems like it needs a big boost of energy and a lot new content. Hopefully with this change, hopefully with these people coming in, they can change that up. They can bring something new to the franchise, and I can't wait to see it. And honestly, I wish Bonnie Ross nothing but the best. She did a really fine job by keeping Halo within Xbox, keeping Halo with Microsoft, and keeping it on the platform that it was born on, which is Xbox. I'm glad she did that. I'm glad she expanded it to RTSs, because I love Halo Wars. I've beaten both of those games. And I'm glad she brought it into twin-stick shooters. And I'm glad she's expanding it to other mediums, which these people now are going to carry forward and kind of pick up the torch and move Halo forward. Let's hope this all breaks out well. Let's hope in the next year or two we see some major updates at 343, because right now they need a lot of help. And so far, Halo Infinite is going to be the focus of what they're going to be doing as a games as a service, but mostly as a studio and a franchise. But let me know what you think about all this. Are you surprised that Bonnie Ross left 343? Do you think this was going to happen either way, especially with the way Halo Infinite has been getting a lot of flack? Do you think it was just one too many games that have kind of damaged the franchise? Or do you think that the franchise is still viable and can go further with these three people leading it? Do you blame Bonnie Ross or other people within the franchise or in Microsoft and Xbox Gaming for what happened to Halo? And now I want to say is, Bonnie Ross, I hope your family's okay. Hope everything is going well. And good luck out there. And let's hope we see what your next endeavor is. I look forward to seeing what you do. So go down below and let me know what you think. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please hit that subscribe button and that like button to support us out the channel more than you know. And give me a follow on Twitter at Zalker87. I'm always on there talking games and sharing my latest videos. Plus, I love interacting with everyone there. So get on Twitter and let's talk about gaming. Also, follow me on Xbox Live. My gamer tag is Zalker87, just like my channel name. See what games I'm playing, and let's compete in achievements for the month. So right now, I've been playing a bunch of games. I've been playing Multiverses, I've been playing Rocket League, and I've been jumping into a lot of smaller games like Midnight Fight Express on Game Pass, which I beat. I beat that game in like 2 days. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. A lot of like kind of Batman combat, but a lot more, you know, AA figures, and I just enjoyed it. I thought the graphics were cool. I thought the game was cool, and it was really brutal. So I've enjoyed that pretty much. Now I've been jumping into Days Gone a lot on my PC, and to be quite honest with you, I've been playing a lot of PC games, and that's mainly because I'm going kind of through my backlog. I'm getting the Steam Deck hopefully this month, so I'm kind of building a library there, and I know how to make my Steam Deck into basically a portable Xbox where I can stream my Xbox Series X onto my Steam Deck. So I'm trying to make it where I can just play wherever I want, when I want. Steam Deck's going to apply that to that. My laptop is going to, my PC, and my Series X. I like being connected through multiple devices to play my games because I get more gaming done and I get to beat more games that way. But let me know what you're playing. Are you playing something on your Xbox Series X, your PlayStation 5, or are you playing something on your PC like I am? Go down below and let me know, because that's what we're here for. It's to talk games. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, enjoy your gaming. Later.